seclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us.
Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline?
For the average.
Hello, everyone.
Larry, the Cavaliers may have lifted the local championship drought, but there's another team who'd like a little of that success, and that's the Browns as we come to you from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So good for the Buckeyes last year, and he's taken that from the college game, showing some glimpses of it here in the NFL.
How about his last season with Ohio State? Over 1,800 yards, only one game where he didn't get over 100. Remember, he demanded the ball from then on out. I think they listened to him, and they were smart to do so. And now they're giving it to him here on the next level. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass. A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good. How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's second down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up. And avoids the turnover. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it. And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Kessler on first down. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnidge, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it? Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79. Who says you don't get... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He missed all of last year with a torn ACL and MCL, but it's so good to see Orlando Scandrick back on the field and making plays. Another interception for him.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A first-time Pro Bowler in 2015, Sean Lee, in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On 3rd and long, it's Kessler. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go!
Prescott on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team. And that's exactly what we just saw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a third down and 8. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing is Kessler on third down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Encroachment, defense.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. And big play last time they were out there. Looked like they might give up points. Instead, they got the fumble recovery, and it led to a touchdown.
And on their side of the field, perfect time to get that done. But you're skeptical about it happening because it appeared that a pretty good drive was occurring.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Green 39. Green.
Now Kessler on second down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Kessler going underneath for Crowell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Browns are going to have a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Novak's kick is good. So we have reached halftime. Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go now.
Kessler will try again on 2nd down. Finding time. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now it's Kessler. Great protection. And it's a sack. Down goes Kessler. Justin Durant in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Another carry for the rookie Elliott. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Another good run there. And now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
Remember how much we enjoyed watching him last week?
It's the same thing this week. Look at those numbers.
I'd hate to be a defender right now because no matter what they're throwing at him in terms of coverages, he's finding ways to defeat it. And even when he's covered, he's not covered. I mean, what is he doing? What's that term they use? He's uncovering and making big catches. Really fun to watch.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On second down, Prescott again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart.
And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it the rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackling.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always have changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. On third down, Kessler. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Kessler again here on 2nd and 10. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Kessler going to try and throw on 3rd. Gets it to Gordon. He can't bring him down. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go now.
3rd and long. It's Kessler. Underneath for Johnson. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little game.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Now the Cowboys' offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go-around.
And giving up 3.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
That's complete. It's Gordon. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Time for a break. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to pass. Kessler muscles him off. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And as the numbers show, last week good, this week not as good. My question to you, you ready?
Yes, please hit me.
Why?
Because last week, he was able to find the seams in defenses, and the ball was delivered before a second guy could get there and make a play on it. This week, those seams aren't even there. The coverage has been really tight. The second guy's arrived early. Not a chance for him to get the ball into those tight openings.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Kessler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Kessler throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Andre Hawkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green, 39!
On 3rd down, Kessler surveying the field. Now a desperate. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it inside. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go to Elliott again. And he works it to the... And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Throwing here, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
We got three. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Third and long. It's Kessler. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Kessler. Coleman has it here right side. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, Prescott here to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.